A senior at Grand Island Senior High School in New York was banned from decorating her high school parking space because she wanted to reference her Christian faith. Sabrina Steffens submitted her proposed design to school leaders. It included messages like God is love and He loves you, and it also included a Christian cross. But the original design was rejected. She was forced to revise her design 3 more times. Ultimately, she had to erase all references to God, the Bible, and her faith. That doesn't seem quite right. Well, joining you now is Sabrina's attorney, Keisha Tony Russell from First Liberty Institute. Keisha, good to have you back with us this evening. So what's going on here? Why did the school have such a problem with these designs?
Well, the school claims that all the messages are government speech. They said she can't say God, she can't provide the biblical reference for the scripture verses that she wanted to put on the parking space. And unfortunately, they've made her redo her design 3 times because of those religious references. The cross in the final design is actually disguised by the word light. It's the T in light. And that's the only way she could get the cross in there. And they said, oh, that's fine because it's disguised, and if you'll believe that one. And she's also able to say he, but she can't say God, which is really surprising and really outrageous. You know, we tried to describe to the school district the law, Constitution, and tell them that, look, students don't lose their constitutional rights just because they're going to your school. You still have to respect their freedom of speech. You still have to respect their free exercise rights. And right now what the school is doing is really oppressing Ms. Steffens because she chooses to express her faith on the parking spot rather than say, celebrate a sports team or something like that. And the government really isn't allowed to discriminate against Sabrina's religious message when they allow a lot of other secular messages.
Well, I was reading some documentation about this particular incident. Is it true that the school told her that if they let her use the cross, they would have to let another student use some sort of a satanic symbol?
Yes, they did say that, and my understanding is they've made the same comments to some in the media. So I don't understand that concept. I will tell you this. We have heard that argument before when we've represented some students who wanted to start Bible clubs in their high schools, which they're 100% permitted to do under the Equal Access Act and under the First Amendment. And we've had a high school say, no, you can't do that because if we let you have a Christian club or a Bible club, we have to allow a Satanist club, or we have to allow a Muslim club, or something that maybe the school doesn't want. But religious freedom is for everybody, and the school is not permitted to deny their students constitutional rights because they're afraid of some sort of slippery slope argument about what else could be admitted just because of the students.
So let's talk about moving forward. You guys have already sent a letter to the district. Have we heard anything back? And what happens if they don't let her put out her original design?
So, yes, we sent the letter on Tuesday. We heard back from them, I believe it was Wednesday, and they asked for more time to investigate and consider what we were saying. I don't know what they need to investigate because all the emails I'm sure they have and can read very quickly. And all you really need to do is go read the Supreme Court cases that we cited, included the Kennedy versus Bremerton case that says that school districts cannot permit private religious or prohibit private religious expression just because students can see it, and they can't use some sort of misguided argument about the Establishment Clause to deny people their constitutional rights. And they want more time. I personally think a week is enough time. And, I would like to see this resolved before Sabrina goes back to school. If they say no, or if they take too long to resolve the situation, then we will file a suit in federal court. And we hope to vindicate Sabrina's rights that way if our demand letter doesn't work.
All right, Keisha, I have no doubt that you will. So let's hope they rush up that investigation. Keisha, good luck. Let us know how all of this winds up, and we'll get you back on soon. Thank you. And